saw you the other day, looking so undermined, acting like it wouldn't happen, making sense of anything that you could find, because it's just about to happen, and you'll be there. You must have known the storm was coming when the clouds appeared. May as well let the rain come down and join the circus of people while you're there.
Let's go! Pendulum the Tempest. You know what? That's definitely worth my copyright strike. Definitely worth it. I have not heard this song since Need for Speed Undercover, which was all the way back in the year, what was it, 2009, I believe. I don't know. Need for Speed Undercover. Need for Speed Undercover was a game that was released in 2008, actually. Yeah, 2008. In 2008, I was in an equivalent class to the 7th grade. We call it class 6. And I was like, what, 2 years away from finishing junior school? That's the last time I finished this game. Like, that's the last time I heard this song. Wow. Amazing. Yeah, amazing. Now we've really gotten around to, getting that psych, getting some feels in. I don't know if the song could even be heard in the stream, to be honest. But it's an awesome song. Like, let's just continue it, man, for now. But it's amazing. I enjoyed all the Need for Speed games since I was in childhood till today. I've played all the Need for Speed games since the first ever Need for Speed. I think it's going to be hard for me to just say that some of the songs are just escape me. For example, let's see. Styles of Beyond created a song called 9,000. Okay, before we start with 9,000, we're going to play Second to None.
It's the real authentic, leave y'all dented. Forget what you heard, if I said it, I meant it. Did it for real, when y'all pretended. Back for more, starting the war to end it. Raw, ripping like I'm working a chainsaw. New York to Cali, New Jersey to Crenshaw. Speak the gift while you plead the fifth. My team is sick, we eat, sleep, and breathe this shit. Rough and rugged, killing them soft. We don't leave one standing when we're breaking them off. Taking a loss, not a chance in your life. If being fresh is wrong, I don't wanna be right. Stop, drop, and roll, we got soul. Safety popped off when we lock and load. So, this is how we get this done. You can check on the rep, yep, second to none. Check on the rep, second to none, yeah.
This is how we get this done.
Check on the rep, second to none. Check on the rep,
Second to none.
yeah.
This is how we get this done.
Check on the rep,
Second to none.
Yo, check the rep, yep, enough respect. If not for the jewels, I drop the chunky neck. I'm funky, fresh, equipped with a rusty
Okay,
tech. I'm out of
I'm
best.
getting carried away with that one. Nah. Let's play this one. Final one to start the stream.
Hey yo, first things first, it's time to shake ground in the 8th round. Box battle will break down. For the beat, the rhyme tone, jump in the cyclone. S-C-O-L-E-S, yes I know. The red beam vaccine, hack red beam, put them up. With the fuck, you pluck the bad seed. Off the wall, spitting the gorilla tag team. What's up now, duck down, stuck, they can't breathe. Yo, you know the routine, the demon effect, please don't step. You wanna feed one of my pet peeves? The more beef, the better. Sound gay, but you all wanna sleep together. Okay, in the club, we don't sneak Berettas. Why not? We got so much street credit, the fucking police let us. Now that's bullshit, cause we don't pack heat. So come and get your head cracked at a fat meat. Keep it moving, it's on now. Making it bump loud, shaking it buck wild. Breaking the punk style, faking the funk pow. Duck, watch the pump, what now? Watch the battle shit get sunk down. Click, click, pow, nah, down. What? Just what I thought was up now. Click, click, pow, nah, down. What? Just what I thought was up now. I'm like, hold it down, never give in. Styles, never your limbs, however you want it to end. Dirty syringe, I murder him again. 9-7, serving them sands, 30 your friends get knocked out, turbulent wind. Hopped out, what you want, beer, bourbon, and gin. I'm a fish, you can tell by the flippers and fins. Come on, I got a rock style, pivot the horse brain, and show rhythm with it.
Like, those lyrics, fam. Hop out, you want big verb in the gain. I'm a fish, you can tell by the flippers and fins. Fam, like, where were these guys thinking about this verses from? Like, it's madness.
Thought a guitar string, who am I? Russian with leg. Been serving them sands, 30 your friends get knocked out, turbulent wind. Hopped out, what you want, beer, bourbon, and gin. I'm a fish, you can tell by the flippers and fins. Come on.
Madness. Like, why? Big verb in the gin. Like, why? Why would you put that inside the song? Like, it was such a pointless phrase. And then you have to make it sense because make it sensible because it's going to rhyme with the next line. Interesting. Very interesting. 2005 game. Unbelievable. Very unbelievable. You know what? We want a remake of the game. A remake of the game would be ideal. What am I looking for? Inventory application. This is what we were doing. Great stuff. Now I've transferred my work style to like I'm using now my main PC. So I mean the laptop works fine, but I mean in terms of like portability and all that, I just decided, you know what, it's better to just do it on this big computer because separation of concerns. I can't be switching up between projects on VS Code multiple times. But anyway, the life just goes on and surprises me. But this is it's I think it's about time. And I decided, okay, let me actually do these live streams properly, focus and focus and focus and focus. But I was just building up psych because I was psychless at the moment. Alright, so I cleared up my Laravel. If I'd open it, let's see. So you can see I cleared up my Laravel. All I'm left with is this index.php, which translates into, local host. So this is all that's there. This is it. So if I were to clone this application, right? If I was to give people access to this application and just clone it, I'd open the terminal in the folder that I want to open it at, and then I'll just do git clone and then insert, and it's cloning into inventory app. Click, pow, knocked out. What? Just when I thought, what's up now? Huh? I like her. Right, so it's cloned. What I want to do is I want to rename it to inventory. Ideally, you could do that from this first command. You could have just done git clone, then that, and then you just type inventory. I can do that with inventory too, creates that folder, but let me just cancel that. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a very different playlist. Today, because I'm able to, I will do it. I'll do Apache's Majestic playlist. The reason why is because there's something with the trombone that these guys use. The trombone drops, actually. This guy called Alexander Lewis that usually speaks to me. Alexander Lewis, there we go. I've liked only 2 songs. Interesting. Okay. Let's play the Majestic playlist. There's no harm. All right. Let it go. No, let's do it this way. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open this with VS Code. So I'm just going to type in code inventory. It will open it in VS Code. In the meantime, I will close this terminal. And the next thing that I will do is I'll come in here into Laravel and I will reload my Apache. Should be able to detect my new project. Okay, so this I think in the stream it's a bit too loud, right? There we go. Okay, so we continue where we left off. What we did prior to this, let's go hand in hand with all these things. So I don't think I have an RD in my commands, right? So I'm just going to do what? Code. The hell is this? I'm going to do that and then go to .bash rc. Yeah, there we go. So once I do that, I can start with alias, and then I say nrd being equal to npm run dev. I can do nb npm run build. This is what I've done in my laptop, so I'm just going to save that, exit this terminal, and then start another terminal, run nrd. Let's see what happens. Boom. So vt is not recognizable as an internal or external command. So first thing I need to do is npm install. Then I need to do composer install, and then while that runs, I'm going to open a new terminal, and then I'm going to do a copy. I'm going to copy .env.example and then paste it on .env. This is what happens. So now the next thing that will need to happen is this finishes, so that we can carry on with everything. So once this finishes installing, I'll be able to do a few updates, of course. In the meantime, let's serve some coffee. This is the coffee we're taking today. This is a Nescafe Gold Cappuccino. Yo, Ritual, welcome to the stream, my G. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Your store is working now? Thank goodness. I was actually thinking about it right now that you mentioned it. Like when immediately popped into the stream, I just thought about it. Great. Today we are coding, man. Today we are coding. We are coding an extra mile. We're going to create a very beautiful looking application. By the end of this stream, many functionalities will be working. I hope you're ready for this. This thing looks gorgeous. Let me look for the last song, and then we can switch up the playlist. Okay. Think that's the last one now before we switch up the playlist. Great. So this thing is finished now that I've migrated to the desktop perfectly. Address me, your majesty. Okay, so now I'm going to close this terminal. Actually, no, I'm going to run npm run dev. Let it run. It should run now. Yeah, perfect. Then I'm going to do php artisan key generate. And it's going to generate a key for this. Now I'm going to label this inventory. So alt 0232 release. There we go. App URL, of course, it's inventory.test. I think that's everything. I just need to create a database with this name, inventory. So I need to go back to my Laravel and open my DB. Open here, right click on it, create new database and call it inventory. Now that being done, I'm going to just migrate the DB. Okay, there's no need for me to migrate the DB if I have not finished the DB itself. But we did, I think we did. We generally did finish the DB. So I'm just going to do PA-MFS, which is PHP artisan migrate fresh and seed. Place to hide, place to find it. I need silence, I need silence. Shh. Excellent. Oh, instant effect. Felt it. Okay, so let's do this. If I go into my browser now. Wait, what? Why are you closing? No! Laravel, come back. What are you doing? Hey, who's this? I need to change the preferences. Yeah, I think that's it. Start, run minimized, and then there's of course there's milk catchers and all that. It's minimized. Okay, so good. Now let's see if I go to my browser, inventory.test. It runs. This ideally should work. Info at inventory.test. Password should be the one and only. And it doesn't work. Okay. Cool. So what's going on here? Oh, there's no default password. There's no default password in the .env, so that's the problem. So I need to actually create a section where I have a default password at the very bottom, and then maybe call this default password something. It could vary with whoever is there. I'm going to save it like this, and then I'm going to add it. All right, so I'm going to commit this and then say that this is the env change, something like that. No, I'll just track it like that. I don't know why I called it this. So git push origin master. Okay. Close this, close that. See if this will work now. I'm going to do PAMFS again to migrate to the DB. I'm going to try and log in again. So it's logged in. So immediately it's logged in, I have the dashboard. And then it should really direct me to the admin dashboard. This is the admin dashboard, and we are good to go. Good to go. Great. So here's the thing, right? I have a few components as well. There's a few layouts as well. Wait, it seems like this is not exactly where we stopped last time. Which means I did not push the items that I needed to push to the... I see. Here's the conflict I'm having. On my laptop right here, I have a latest version. I have a later version than this. So my references are much later. And I still pushed this. Crazy. So I need to open it, and I need to open it from my desktop, from my laptop, and push those changes. So if there's any conflicting, I just eradicate it from this side and then push the changes that are there. So inventory. Get status. Wow, there are so many changes. Okay. Good thing is, the only thing that I changed was the env over here. So I'm just going to do git add all and git commit -m all livewire components ready. Git push origin master. I'm sure there's going to be a problem. If there is, then it will tell us. Okay, so it's hanging, like it's not even running anything. And I need it to run so that at least, yeah, it's rejected. Updates were rejected because the remote contains work that you do not have locally. So I'm going to do git pull origin master. Oh no, but the internet is not connected here properly. You know what laptop manufacturers need to do? Smart Wi-Fi. Smart Wi-Fi. Yeah, I gotta go because you got to go to school tomorrow. You're still in school, bruv. Interesting. All the best, man. All the best. Take care. All the best with school. And stay safe, my G. What? I don't know what's going on here. Excellent. So then I can do git push origin master. Excellent. And then over here I can do git pull. So now let's go back here. Let's go back to the code. Let's go back to the code. So over here now I can do git pull origin master. So now, since there were no layouts, there's no live wire over here. You can see there's literally nothing here. All I'm just going to do, hit that button. Let's see what happens. Boom. Look at this. Admins, all these. Perfect. And it's also inside app, HTTP, livewire, admin. Yeah. So all those are the new files. Now I can switch off this laptop. I have a lot of clientele work, but totally going to finish this tomorrow. Okay, so now we continue the code. All right, so this is where we left it off. If I could refresh, yes. So there's dashboard, there's the users, there's users list, create a new user, administrators list, create a new admin. Now in this situation here, we created a roles table over here, and we listed down the roles over here. So if we need to create an admin and give super privileges, we only need to be a super administrator for that. But if we need to create an administrator, we still need to have we still need to be a super administrator. So the only way I'm going to allow for someone to enter into these links is if they're a super admin. So now I need to go back to my routes, right? And then I'm going to come into the admin side of things, yeah? And then I'm going to say middleware. Just going to allow this here, middleware. And then I'm going to say admin, right? No, sorry, super. I'm going to say super. I don't know if it was super or super admin. Let me just go back and confirm. So I'm going to go to app, HTTP, middleware, and kernel. and then I'm going to go all the way till the bottom and see what I did. So I called it super for the super administrator. So yeah, you just need to be a super. You have to be an admin and then you have to be super to access these routes. So if that's the case, then if I come in here and do this, of course I'm super, I'm already super myself. So if I come and click on this, oh, wait, hold on. I thought I did something there. Oh, it's in the components admin sidebar. So it's usually here. So you can see this is users list. This one should be just the route. What? Users index. So if I do that, there's going to be a syntax error, of course, because of the expectation that this is not supposed to be there. Okay, so now if I come in here and click on users list, yeah, so it works. So there's something over here, menu open. This nav item menu open. So I can do an if statement over here. And then I can say if request is, now because this is the entire like section for users, I'm just going to say is users, or I'm going to say is admin stroke users, right? And then anything that comes after that, then I'm going to just key in menu open, such that if I'm on this, like you can see it's open and it stays open. But if I go back to the dashboard, it closes. So it's all that is very conditional. There's the users list, and then there's the create a new user. So this one will be route admin users create. So now I can come in here, hit create a new user. So now this should ideally just, well, this is not supposed to be active, right? It's only going to be active if the route is exactly where we want it to be, right? Let's see, request. So I'll say if then I'll say and if, but in the meantime, in between here, I'll say request is, there's something else inside this request tag that I want to actually check out. There's some helpers that I can even create actually to give me the edge. So if request is, then I can come in here and say route. Let's see if I can do that. Then I say route admin users index. It's gonna be the lowest one of the admins. Let's see if we can do that. So it can't work. Oh wait, no. I have to state that it needs to be active. Let's see. So I need to just inspect the selection that's here. Not a mobile view. Class nav link, and then it's not active there. So there's something I need to do. Maybe something close to that. I don't know if that works. ideally I need to find a way of getting that route name. I don't remember. Request route get name. Knew something like this existed. So if that is equivalent to this, then make it active, please. So close. How about we do this, yeah? How about we take this and paste it here like so. And then I'm going to click on this so we can see what is going on. Oh, admin users create. Excellent. Okay. So if I come in here and click on users list, then let's see. Ah, okay. So it's working. It's working. So I can just come in here, copy this, and then paste it in each and every single nav link. Right? But now, this needs to match up with the name. But I can just get rid of this first. Okay, and then this needs to be create. And then this one, now this is the administrators list, so I'm just going to come in here and do route, and then do admins, and then index, and then admins here. Over here we're doing the route, admins, create. And over here will be admins, and then create. Great. Right. So everything here works if I go to administrators list. But now you see, the thing is, I need to do admins. Perfect. So it reiterates through all the arguments. It's like an OR. This comma is like an OR, which is very nice. Very, very nice. Very nice. Okay, now it's time. It's time to actually just start going ham with like all the UI stuff. Okay, so first things first, we're going to deal with these things systematically. If we're going to open Livewire admin, the first thing we're dealing with is admins. Listing down the admins is what comes first. So what I'm going to do in this situation, actually, let's do this. Let's do it on the back first. Let's deal with the what's this? Behind the views. We'll go to Livewire admins. We start here. And interesting. So public admins. I'm just going to do that, and then we're going to do a function over here called mount, and then we're going to say this admins is equal to user where. Now, if we go back to our table for the DB, we have this thing called role ID. If we go back to index, we have to say that this role ID has to be equal to 1. There's another function that you can use, which is called wherein, which allows you to pass arguments, like so. So, like say user wherein role ID, then you can pass in an array. It's either 1 or 2, right? There's another way you can go about this. So I can say that this admins doesn't need this. Or we can say public admins is an empty array, right? You can say public admins is an empty array, right? Then we begin by saying that we have the users is equal to user all. We take all the users from the database table. Then we start filtering. This admins, I'm just going to say for each. I feel like I'm being called. I don't know. For each of these users as a user, and I'm going to discard the rest of that. Then I'm going to say if user is admin, right? Then I'm going to this admins. I'm going to do array push, and then I'll select the array, which is this admins, and then I'll push the data, the value, which is user. Ideally, that should be it, and that will allow me to that will allow me to actually tabulate this on this side. So if I come in here and then did, let's see, container fluid, card header, and then I did a H5. So inside this H5, I'm going to say something like, let's say, in this card header, what am I going to say? List of admins. All right, then I come into Apache did a song with Tech9. Madness. That's very interesting. Okay, so I'm going to come in here and do card body. And then I'm going to do a table. So I'm going to do table special. I'm going to do it responsive. It's going to be striped. Hover is fine. Borderless, maybe. Table primary, get out of there. Align middle, get out of there. Table light, get out of there. Captions, I'm not going to use captions whatsoever. So I can just leave this like this. First column is going to be ID. The next column is name. Next column is email, right? Then in the T body, where we have this T primary, table primary, we're going to get rid of that. And then we're actually just going to take this table row like this, get rid of the other table row like that. And then I am going to, I'm going to do an art for each, right? And then I'm going to say admins as admin. And I'm going to, now for each of those, I'm just going to take the admin that I'm currently on and display the ID. Take the next admin, take the same admin and then take the name, display the name. Same admin, display the email. That should work. So I'm going to go to administrators list, see if it does. And it's excellent. Yeah, it works. So it's striped and it's a table hover. No, I'll get rid of the striped. But the fact that it's borderless is also disturbing me. Yeah, that should be right about that. It's fine. Now this table responsive class should be in the card body, not on this div. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this div and then delete the next div that's here. And let's see. Yeah, perfect. Perfection. I don't know why I feel like in that table head I'm going to do BG dark text white. I don't know why that seems like a more logical option to do. But let's leave it like that. Let's leave it like this for now. In the footer, we don't have a footer. We do not have all those. Yoshimitsu. Now, in order for us to create our administrator, I'm going to use the create function over here. So we're going to do public admin, but this one is going to be user. It's a user model admin, right? And then inside mount, right? Function mount. We're going to say this admin is equal to a new user, because that's what they are new users. Then what we're going to do is we're going to tweak these things into an administrative sense. So I'm just going to create a function over here called save, which will allow me to first of all validate stuff that are coming in from maybe a form that's on the view. So what we'll do in this situation is we'll come up with a system of validation. In this situation, we call them rules because that's what we call them in Livewire. So I'm going to say protected. They have to be protected, and then the rules are defined through here. So I'm going to come in here and say admin.name, right? And then I'm going to come in here and say required. Okay. So what else is the admin required to fill in? Name, email, maybe password, I don't know. Name, email, required. I think that's pretty much it. The password, not so much. I think the password will use the default password. So now what we'll do is we'll say this validate. Okay. And then for the password, we'll say this admin password is equal to hash make default. So it's actually env default password, like so. So this hash needs to be imported. So after putting in the password, the name, email, and password, that's it, right? Now I'll have to come through and say that, yo, Codefisher, you are on. You didn't even make yourself known. But thank you for joining the stream, man. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's 11:31 p.m. on my side. I don't know what time it is on your side. Okay, so this admin save. Boom. Okay, so once this has saved, I'm going to do I'm going to redirect, return redirect. Then I say the route. So since I'm creating an admin, I have to go back to the admins list. So route admin dot admins dot it's index, right? And I could go back with a success message, like I can come in and say like with messages or something like that. I don't know. Okay, so once this is done, I can come back here or go to the create section of things. Then I do the same process. Bootstrap makes things so much easy, so much easier when it comes to crafting UI from scratch. I can come in here and say container fluid, right? And then I create a card header. Then inside the h5 that I create here, I will say create a new admin, create a new administrator, then card body. Now inside the card body, I will initialize a row. After the row, I'll start by doing column md6 dot column 12, like so. It's actually md-6, and I'll start my inputs from here. So I can do an input like so, and then I'll say name, placeholder, enter the administrator's name, the text, of course, and then label for name, small id, name, help text. Now this small, I'm going to, instead of doing text muted, I'll do text danger. There's a reason for this. Okay, so this is going to be our, like, you know, warning message. Like if it's empty, then it will tell us, yo, listen, your shit is empty. So I'm going to come in here and say at errors. At error, I think it's error. Yeah, an error, and then it's admin.name. Now this same admin.name is what we're going to use as our wire model for this input. And then we're going to come in here and paste what it is that we copied the earlier time. Then all we just need to do to display this message is right here, message. That's it. And let's format that a bit. Okay, so that's good. All we need to do now is create like the same thing, but now this time for email. So I'll come in here and say email. Wire model is admin email. Name is email. Enter the administrator's email address. Then error admin email, right? And the last thing that we would want to do is go probably outside the row and create a button, or do it inside here so that it can be a stretched out button. If I do it inside here, I'll do btn.btn primary, and then I'll say save, or in capital even, save. So if I hit save, okay, nothing will really happen. But considering that there's a function over here called a function over here that needs to be called where after I click this button, I'll come in here and say wire click, and then I will call the function called save. The function is inside our create, this one here. So that's all I need to do. If I hit save, you can see the name field is required, the email field is required. So if I come in here and say Steve, right? Oh, and there's more. This is just for creating a user. There's more. I need to actually go ahead and create, allow for the administrative role. So I'll say admin.role required, and then I will go back into my UI side of things and create a selection for the role. So I'm going to do .call md6 .call 12, and inside here I'm going to do a select. Now Bootstrap also gives me the select format. The Bootstrap it's this extension. So now I can come in and say what? Administrative type. I can come and select administrator type. Then I come and reiterate through these options like this. If I come in here and say okay, if I come in here and just do a for each, right? I can do a for each, and then I say app models rule all, right? As role. Then I can just put this. The value is going to be role ID, and then over here it's going to be a role title. It makes things much easier actually. Then in the select, that's why we put the wire model, and then we say admin.role. So undefined variable role ID. Yeah, this one should be role arrow ID, like that. So administrator type, select one, like that. Okay, so that's the last thing. And then of course now, because admin role required, instead doing role, let's do role ID, because that's what's in the DB. And then inside our index, in our create, we change this also to role underscore ID. Now, because every one of these are going to have the arrows, underneath the select, we're going to do the same. And then we're going to say admin dot role underscore ID. So if I do save, the role ID field is required. So let's say I do. Did I save this? Yeah, I did. It's a nice song. So I'm going to do my full name. Actually, let's just leave it like that. Then Taylor Otwell. Actually, you know what? It's fitting. Taylor Otwell. Yeah. For those guys who don't know this name, this is the creator and the founder of Laravel. Okay, and I'm going to make him an administrator. Then save. What happens next? Boom. We have an admin, a super admin, of whom, if we log out and log in using that, I can come in here and say t.otwell at flow.edu. Password is the default one. Oops. I could save it, I could not. And there we go. So now I can go to profile. Let's actually go back here, because here's the thing. You see, this should actually give me more links. Inside our homepage, which is this one ideally. No, it's not this one. It's wait. Which one of these is our homepage? Oh yeah, it's this one. Okay, let's just call this inventory app. I think this thing about translation is really bothering the application. Okay, so it should give me more options. Like you see, this is the thing. If auth user has company, it should give me the company name, the company ID, all those things. It then gives me login register if I've not authenticated myself in. There's profile, there's logout. There should be, if I'm an admin, then I should have like a yeah, I think I'll just do that. So I'll say if if auth user is admin, then I will go to the administrator's dashboard, right? Okay, so now this, yeah, it's a drop-down item. Then I'm going to come in here and say admin.dashboard. Then administrator's dashboard. Then I'm going to have individual dashboard or user dashboard. And then I'm going to have this as user dashboard, like so. let's see how that works, right? So I have the user dashboard, administrators dashboard, profile, logout. And then if I have the company, then yes, that's exactly what I should do. Great. So administrators dashboard, like so. I'll go back. Users dashboard. Great. I'll go back. Now, because I don't have any company here, so I mean, it's all good. There's something up with the company's dashboard, though. I mean, I think coming to the company's dashboard side of things, there should be like what? Yeah, I think I shall do this. And I'll say ID so that at least we know which company we're going to. And once we do that, we can go back to the admin sidebar. Oh, sorry, not the admin sidebar, but welcome. And then we can, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to do. Company dashboard is the company ID as the parameters. Pass, excellent. But then I don't want people to just go and look at other people's companies. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what we could do about this. Mad. But we'll put in work still. We'll put in work. Actually, didn't check out the quality of my stream. You know, I'm streaming at 5,000. I'm streaming at 5,000. What? 5,000 bitrate. Very interesting. Five 5,000 bitrate, but it's still good. Okay, let me actually listen to this via earphones because, goddamn, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know how this holds on. It's not bad at all. But the application has stopped playing. Needs to continue from the computer. What is it doing, man? It switched to my phone. Interesting. It actually switched to my phone, which is OP. Okay. I think we're good. Okay, I think we're good. Next time, I think I'll be streaming at a higher end, resolution. Because here's the thing. I probably need to focus on the code, but this is the thing. Let me just go to the settings again. Yeah, you see this? I'm streaming at 900p. Streaming at 900p, my bitrate is 45,000. It should actually be at 9,000. Let's actually increase it to see if things will change. I usually like 9,000 because it just like makes everything so crisp. CPU is very fast, that's okay. Zero latency is fine. And then now this I will have to rescale it again. Because I mean, ideally, if I'm doing this at 1080p, then it shouldn't like downsize it. Otherwise it will produce a very poor quality. But anyway, let's see if that works. Yep, it's gone higher. And ideally now that should be even more crisp. Yep, it should be more crisp now. No, it's just the resolution that's giving me a bother. But it's good. It's good. Now we can continue. Okay. All the things about the UI I will sort out later, but as of now, I think all these functions are done, are going well. So let's go back to the administrator's dashboard. And we made this one a super admin, I believe. So if I go to the users list, no, sorry, the administrators list. Ooh, but I can't go to the administrators list because I'm not a super administrator. Ah, yes. That's exactly what I wanted. So now we'll reconfigure this homepage again, like go back home or go back, something like that. Create a new user is there. So let me just log out and then log back in as the main app user. Okay, we're good. Okay, all these routes are alright. Let me just close this. Close the admin sidebar as well. The creation of admins is done. So now to edit, what I just need to do is, like, this is legit what I'll just do, right? I'll just come in here into the create, Control A, Control C, go to edit, Control A, Control V, finish. All I just need to do is change here, edit, administrator, so and so. I'll say edit, admin name, and then I'll come in here, put that, and then say details. That's it, right? That's all that I'm going to be doing. And then if I come back to the create of the admin, I will just come in here, copy this. I'll copy that, come in here into the edit, paste it, import all the functions that need to be imported, all the classes that need to be imported. So that's user and hash. Now I won't do the password, right? The password was already defined. Then I also won't allow for the admin that is number 1 to be edited. And then again, it's not a new user, because since we're going to pass an ID into mount, right, then this is going to be user : find. We need to find that particular user, right? And that's all. So now if I come in here, go to the administrator's dashboard, go to the administrators list. Okay, so now I'm going to add some actions on this. So I'm going to go to index, and then I'm going to come in here and add another row, call it actions. Then I'm going to come in here and add this, the TD. Okay, so this is what happens. Inside the TD, I'm going to create a div called display flex that enables display flex, and then I'm going to add another class over there called flex row. Let's just do this like that, and then flex column. And I'm going to do 2 flex columns. The first one is going to be a button, an anchor tag with button features. So btn.btn btn.btn, maybe secondary. And then it's going to have an icon. So it's going to be i.fa edit. I think that's it. I think that's the one. Yeah, edit. And then I'm going to follow it up with another flex column, a similar one. So this one is going to route to the edit. So since we're going to take the admin's ID and put it inside that edit function, I'm going to call route admin's edit, right? Admin.admin's edit. Now, because this has to take in a parameter, the parameter that I'm going to put in is the admin ID, right? This one, now we're going to change it up a little bit. This one will be a button, and I'm going to close it off with with a button tag. And then instead of fa edit, I'm going to call trash, and then btn secondary turns into danger. This is what happens. Now, in the respect of this all, I'm just going to do an M2 for both of these. Bas. And flex row, flex row. And then I'm going to do justify content center. And on this up here, I'm just going to do class text center. Perfect. I think that's good to go. Is there anything else I need to do really? Okay, just testing out the edits, yeah. One thing is, I can actually go to the edit side of things, and then I can say if what ID, no, if I say like what, if user find ID, yeah, and then I say is admin, right? Then I want this to be aborted. Abort mission. Abort 43. And then I can say what? What can I say? Pioneer. Pioneer can't be edited. My mistake. Should have used this double quote so that I can use a single quote here. Oh, and I need to close it off. So if I click on this, Pioneer can be edited. Excellent. Yeah. Or I can say if ID is equal to 1. Yeah, there we go. So I'll go to users list. Oh, sorry, administrators list. This one won't work. Excellent. I'm proud of this. I think I'm done with the administrators. Now I can move to the users. And it's going to be pretty much the same functions. All I'm just going to do at this point is I'm going to do the same thing, but then I'm going to avoid the users that are administrators. So I'm just going to copy this entire thing. I'm going to go to users, index, paste it here. Then instead of admins, I'm going to say users. And then I'm going to say user all. For each user as user, if user is admin. So if user is not admin, that's when we're going to allow them in. That's it. I just need to add an exclamation point and that's it. And then I say array push these users. Then I'm going to take the edit to this. So I'm just going to copy. Actually, I'm going to take the create, copy it. Go to users, paste it there. So instead of admin, it's going to be user. So I'm just going to take this, paste this. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's good. That's good. That's good. Pure mess, with no regret, little stronger now. A little stronger now. What am I streaming with? My CPU? Yeah, my CPU. Not bad. I think everything is good. So now just carry on with this. Go to the edit. This one is user find ID. So if I come into users list, now as we create this, all we just need to do in this situation, I'm going to come into the index of admins, copy everything, go to users, index, paste everything, list of users, let's say list of system users. The only thing that we probably will add extra is that if this guy has a company, then we need to list it down as well. Then over here for each users as user. But this one should remain admin. A little stronger now. You cashed in on my promises. I need to get that song. Prisma. So the original. Let's play the original. Let's go. Now the only thing I need to copy from here, I think I'll just copy everything and then just start weeding it out. So I'll copy this into create, and then I'll create a new user, or system user, something like that. Then I'll do name and email and get rid of the administrator type. Let's do it. Name, email, that's it. Now I need to change from admin. Then say user. Just enter the user's name. Email, user email. Yep, that's That's it. And I just copy from the create of this into the edit. And then I come in here and say edit. Then I come in here and say user name, and then I put an S details. And that's it. Now, if I just go back here, everything will be working. So if I come in here and say create new user, right? I come in here and create new user. Very simple, very quick, very easy. If I come in here and edit, I mean, perfection. Right. So this works. All the users and the admins works. There's more CRUD functionalities that we need to sort out. Branches, brands, clients, companies, product categories, product descriptions, product items, suppliers, etc, etc, etc. And seeing that we have been live for 1 hour 30 minutes, let's take the next 30 minutes to try and now speed through all this. Right, so we're doing one bridge at a time. I'm going to go to this side over here. So I'm going to do branches. I'm going to do index. Then all I'm going to do here is because there are many companies that will have many branches. Let me just yeah, I think that's it. That's it. Okay, so now when we create, first things first, I'm going to do a protected, a public. Then I'm going to say branch. So then I'm going to do a protected rules. Then I'm going to do branch company ID, right? Which is required. Then branch name, right? Which is going to be required. Let's see. Database migrations. Let's see. If we go to branches, company name, longitude, latitude. This is nullable. So I think we'll have let's just have these first, and then pinpointing maps we'll do it later. this branch is equal to new branch, and then there's going to be a function here called save. So I'll say this validate, right, and then this branch save, and then return redirect route admin.branches index. Take all this, copy, go to edit, paste this. Great. Same thing for brands. I think everything here is going to be the same. So I'm going to complete the edit, go to brands, go to the edit. Instead of brand. Oh, wait. Hold on. Big brain. But this is the one that's really pissing me off. Brandes. Anyway. So the only thing that's changing in this situation is but no, the brand is supposed to have a not a company ID, branch ID, right? In the create, this one should be new. New brand. It's not taking in an ID. Yeah, I think that's it. Now we go to the index side of things. Just come in here. All I just need to learn is this. Okay. Now to sort out branches and brands. How long do we have left? I only plan to be here for 2 hours, so let's see. Let's see. We can make it. And then we do so many more things tomorrow in terms of also creating clients, companies, product categories, descriptions, suppliers, product items, and then linking them all to one another and displaying them onto lists, graphs, all those different things. And then after that, now we can come up with documentations like quotation, receipts, payments, and then we start sorting out. We start the fun work. We actually start the fun work. By the end of this week, I'm sure we'll have started something beautiful. Okay, so let's finish the UI for the branches and the brands. I'm going to copy this into brands. ID, name, that's it, and actions. So if I did this, just brands as user, that is it, done. Admin brands. This is what I mean. It just works so seamlessly. Maybe I should have increased the volume of this thing to like 35 decibels. I think that would be, I don't know if it's high, it's a negative 35. Sorry, not negative 35, negative 6.6. That's where I am at right now. I'm gonna copy the create actually again. So this is the create for brands. It's just going to be one name, one what do we call it? How are we calling it? It's going to be like users actually. Create a brand. Create a new brand. I think that should be it. So it works so seamlessly. I don't even understand. Now they edit. Okay. I think I made a mistake somewhere. And it's right here. It should be admin brands. Edit. Okay, so go back. Click on this again. Okay. So now I'm going to go and take the edit of users again. No, I'll do the one for the create. And then come back to edit, paste, edit. Edit the brand name. Yeah. I'm done with brands. I think brands is good. It's clean. Very clean code. So brands is done. I think I'll do the same for branches then. All I need to do is add a company for branches. But I need to segregate the branches with like the companies. So I think the branches, actually all this I'll leave behind so that I can do it with dummy data. So tomorrow I think we'll just start right out of the gate with seeding data, so that we can be able to, we seed data so that we can be able to like simulate the application at work. And full length, things will look good. I'm sure like in a month's time or in 2, we'll find new features being added into this application, like even more users details and all that stuff. I think it's very important. I think I'll also introduce socialite so that you can be able to log in with social media accounts, and so on and so forth. So I think that's the next task. I think I'll write that down. So this will be my sticky notes. So inventory up part 4. Is this part 4 or part 3? Yeah, it's part 3 actually. Okay, so inventory up part 4. What we'll do is Laravel socialite. Brand location, companies. So I think I want to start with the companies first. In fact, brand location, and then Great. Now we're done. I think we'll put a pause on this. We've done brands, we've done users, we've done admins. Yeah, so I think the only thing that's left is now to push it to Git again. Okay, now that's good. So far, I think we can rest. Our sticky note will be here. It will remind us about everything. Great. So now that being done, I think we'll have to go and sleep now. Code Fisher, Rachel, and Zed. Thank you so much for always being there, tuning in. It's great to see you guys still, around. I know not many people interact with the live streams, but I know many people usually watch the streams themselves and try and learn new things. I'm really hoping that for sure I am actually, getting to give a bit of insight, as well as at the same time for those guys who are willing to start startups as well. I hope we're actually riding on the same boat. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you guys in the next stream, which is tomorrow. So yeah, please do take care. And God bless.
Show to you that I'm more good than I am bad. I'll work it out.